and you just gave it all up for the distant future? That's what the Lakers just did. This is a Genie Bus special. She needs a superstar post-LeBron. Luka is still 25. He's almost 26, but he's still, as we speak, 25 years of age. This is a move for the long term for the Lakers for when there's no more LeBron, and I don't know exactly when that's going to be. But with a 25-year-old Luka, you're good to go. You're good to gold. You've got your superstar for the next, 10-ish years? 12 years? I don't know. Luka doesn't take care of himself the way LeBron does, but he could play.
And you just gave it all up for the distant future. That is exactly what the Los Angeles Lakers just did. This is a classic Genie Bus special. The organization knows they absolutely need a certified superstar for the post-LeBron James era. Look at Luka Doncic. He is still just 25 years old. He is almost 26, but as we speak today, he is still 25. This is a massive, calculated move for the long-term survival of the Lakers franchise for when there is no more LeBron on the court. We don't know exactly when that time will come, but with a 25-year-old Luka in tow, you are good to go. Frankly, you are good to gold. You have secured your cornerstone superstar for the next 10 to 12 years. While Luka may not take care of his body the way LeBron does, he still has at least 10 elite years left in him. The future is officially now.
There's this runaway train about Luka scored 600 points in March. And I'm going to piss Nick off. Right?
A lot of points.
Okay. Once upon a time, and it wasn't that long ago, still in the modern era, 1987, Michael Jordan in the month of March scored 676 points. So he scored 76 more points than Luka just scored in a month.
Let's call this trade what it truly was. This was not some minor adjustment to the roster or a simple move around the edges. This was one of the most stunning, earth-shattering trades the NBA has ever seen. Anthony Davis is gone. The same Anthony Davis who anchored the defense, became a superstar in Los Angeles, and helped LeBron James win a championship is no longer a Laker. In return, the Lakers secured Luka Doncic, a generational offensive talent who drops triple-doubles like it is a routine Tuesday. Teams do not make a move of this magnitude if they are only thinking about this season. A blockbuster trade like this is entirely about the future, and that is a stark reality that LeBron supporters simply have to accept. Luka was not brought in to spend his prime years as LeBron's sidekick. He was brought in to eventually take over the throne completely.
You're good to gold. You've got your superstar for the next, 10-ish years? 12 years? I don't know. Luka doesn't take care of himself the way LeBron does, but he could play 10 more good.
The front office did not need to issue an official press release. The blockbuster trade itself spoke volumes. Unofficial or not, the franchise made their message crystal clear to the entire sports world. Los Angeles is ready to usher in the glorious Luka Doncic era, even if it means sunsetting the legendary LeBron James era. It is a passing of the torch happening right before our eyes.
The franchise, not the full team, just, JJ. The franchise unofficially made that message public. It is ready to usher in the Luka Doncic era in Los Angeles, even if that means sunsetting the LeBron James one. Brew, your reaction to this quote and the article overall.
And he is absolutely correct. The most glaring question facing this new-look team is who the front office is truly building around moving forward. If Luka is indeed the future, the offense must naturally flow through him. But if they believe LeBron has one last miracle run left in him, they must respect his peerless instincts. Trying to balance both forces is an incredibly delicate tightrope walk that could easily fracture the team's chemistry.
Anyone who doesn't think they should be prioritizing building around 26-year-old Luka over 40-year-old LeBron is either suspended from reality or wants to create.
Yet, even with that unmatched legacy, the reality of his current situation is painful to watch. Too often, we see LeBron driving, drawing the defense, and kicking it out to three-point shooters who simply cannot hit an open shot. This constant struggle highlights why this transition is so massive. The Lakers had to bring in help, but in doing so, they have changed the entire power dynamic of the franchise, forcing LeBron to share the spotlight.
I mean, how many times, listen, like I told you before, we could joke around and disagree about the GOAT conversation between MJ and LeBron James. LeBron James is one of the greatest top 2-3 players in the history of this damn game. He is that sensational. I feel sorry for him so many times when I see him kicking it out to three-point shooters.
Every empire, no matter how vast or seemingly eternal, eventually faces the cold, unyielding reality of the sunset. But in the glitz and glamour of Los Angeles, transitions are rarely quiet, dignified affairs. They are earthquakes. They are tectonic shifts that shatter expectations and rebuild reality in an instant. When the Los Angeles Lakers traded Anthony Davis, the defensive anchor, the elite rim protector, the very shield that allowed LeBron James to capture the 2020 championship, they weren't just making a routine roster adjustment. This wasn't a trade meant to patch up a leaking ship or survive a tough playoff run. This was a seismic, cold-blooded declaration of a brand new era. By bringing in 25-year-old Luka Doncic, a generational offensive maestro, the front office sent a silent yet deafening message to the entire basketball world. LeBron James is the legendary past. Luka Doncic is the undisputed future. For the first time in his 22-year career, LeBron was forced to share his home court not with an aging co-star or a temporary sidekick, but with a younger king meticulously designed to replace him. To critics like Skip Bayless, this transaction was the ultimate smoking gun in the endless, exhausting debate over the greatest of all time. For years, the comparison between Michael Jordan and LeBron James has been waged using statistics, rings, and MVPs. But Skip's argument has always resided in the realm of psychology and franchise control. He believes that true greatness is defined by an absolute, unwavering monopoly over a team's identity. Michael Jordan never had to watch the Chicago Bulls pivot toward the future while he was still wearing the red and black. Jerry Krause never traded away Scottie Pippen to bring in a young superstar in 1997 to prepare for the post-Jordan era. Jordan's reign ended on his own terms, with a legendary championship, a final iconic shot in Utah, and a dynasty frozen in absolute perfection. LeBron's path, however, has been defined by his willingness to push the boundaries of time itself, playing deep into his 40s and defying the natural laws of human decay. But this unprecedented longevity has brought an unprecedented consequence. By refusing to step aside, LeBron created a vacuum where his own franchise had to make the choice for him. To many, the arrival of Luka Doncic represents a quiet corporate coup d'etat, the Lakers preparing for the inevitable, even as the king continues to perform at an elite level. The basketball reality on the court quickly proved to be far more complicated than a simple poetic passing of the torch. Both LeBron James and Luka Doncic are basketball geniuses, but they are also heliocentric systems. They require the ball in their hands to dictate the geometry of the defense, to slow the game down, and to control the pace through their elite vision. When you put two players of this caliber together, you don't just build a super team. You construct a fragile, highly volatile power structure. Who runs the offense when the game is on the line? Who gets trusted in the dying, desperate seconds of the fourth quarter? The first playoff run together in Los Angeles did not provide answers. It only magnified the glaring questions. Facing a disciplined, hungry Minnesota Timberwolves team in the first round, the Lakers were bounced early, exposing the gaping defensive void left by Anthony Davis. Without Davis to clean up mistakes at the rim, the defensive shortcomings of an aging LeBron and an offensively focused Luka were laid bare. The loss was a brutal, unvarnished reminder that offensive brilliance alone cannot replace championship-level defense, leaving both superstars staring at each other in a quiet locker room. And so, the stage is set for the ultimate legacy verdict. The Lakers' bold experiment has left no room for middle ground. If LeBron James and Luka Doncic cannot find a way to coexist, if they cannot translate their individual brilliance into a cohesive, championship-winning unit, the critics will use this very trade as a permanent stain on LeBron's final chapters. They will claim he lost control of his own house, that he was forced to step aside for a younger model, and that Michael Jordan's crown remains completely untouchable. But if they win, if LeBron adapts his game, if Luka embraces the mentorship of one of the greatest minds to ever play, and they lift the Larry O'Brien trophy together, it will be celebrated as the most audacious, successful franchise transition in the history of professional sports. The choice has been made. The future of the Lakers has officially arrived, wearing number 77. Whether LeBron James can successfully share the throne or whether he will be eclipsed by his own successor is the final, gripping question of an incomparable career.